Hello everybody and welcome to Storytime with Auntie Vina. How are you? Today we're at our bookshop and there's all these fabulous books around me, and today's book is called After the Fall and it is written by Dan Santat. And you might recognize this character. It's an egg sitting on a wall. What does that remind you of? Any ideas? Well, are you comfortable? Have you got a drink? Do you have a snack? Then let's go. After the Fall. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. Did you guess Humpty Dumpty? Let's have a quick reminder. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So let's see what happens after the fall. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favourite spot. Can you see that? That's on top of the wall. High up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Oh, when accidents happen, it can be very upsetting. Let's see how Humpty managed. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. There's Humpty all fixed up. You can see the cracks, but they're healing. But if you look, there is Humpty's bed, and Humpty is sleeping on the floor. Do you think it might be because he's scared to climb up the ladder and be high up again in case anything happens? Let's see. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favourite things. Humpty's in the supermarket and you can see all his favourite cereals at the top. To get his favourite cereal, he'll have to climb up. So he's holding a box of his not favourite cereal because it feels safer. But he really wants these ones up here. That's a shame. I walked past the wall every day and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Everything looks a bit darker and a bit more miserable, doesn't it? Here he is on the light side, looking towards where he wants to go, which looks gloomy now because he's scared. When you're scared, it makes everything feel a bit heavy and sad, doesn't it? I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. So there's Humpty on the ground looking at the birds high up above, and then across flies. Do you know what that is? It's a paper aeroplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. Sometimes when you want to make something happen, you've got to go through all the scrapes and difficulties. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. There he goes, keeping it up. And then what do you think might happen? Until I got it just right. Look at that amazing paper aeroplane. It looks like what does it look like? A bird. He's made his own bird. Look at those amazing wings. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. It's swooping and soaring and spinning. What a fabulous paper aeroplane. Can you make them? I haven't made one for a very, very long time. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Oh no, what has happened? What has happened to his perfect little plane? They always do, accidents, that is. So you can see the planes there, and there's the top of his favourite wall. So what do you think the accident might be? I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. See, his plane has got stuck on the top of the wall at the very top of that very long ladder. And there's Humpty looking at the wall, looking at the ladder. Let's see. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Oh, Humpty, brave you, step by step, just to make sure he can get to the top and get to his aeroplane, overcoming his fears. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. One step at a time. That's it. Until I was no longer afraid. Yay! He's at the top of the wall. Look. Hooray! Go on, Humpty Dumpty. Well done. And look, all the other little birds are there celebrating. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack. Crack. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Now, we're all very happy for Humpty, but what do you think is happening here? His shell is starting to crack, bits of his shell's coming off. Do you know what eggs are? Before we eat them, if you leave eggs alone, do you know what they become? Eggshells everywhere, amazing wings. What do you think's happened to Humpty Dumpty? Have a look, amazing, beautiful wings. So let's see, Humpty doesn't want us to remember him as the egg who was famous for falling. He wants us to remember him as the egg who got back up and learned to fly. Yes, Humpty has become a flying, amazing, beautiful, soaring bird. And away Humpty flies to be high with the other birds and look down from as high as he would like. That is an amazingly beautiful story. And now I want to ask you, have you ever had something happen, an accident, or maybe you got scared because a dog barked really loudly, or somebody shouted at you and now you hate it when people are shouting, or maybe you ate something that gave you a stomachache and now you never want to eat certain things ever again, or anything else that's happened and made you feel, oh, I didn't like that. Well, sometimes it's good to try things again, one step at a time, not thinking about what can happen, what could go right or wrong, just trying and then seeing what happens in the end. I know a special little somebody who's scared of cats at the moment, and she used to love cats. So why do you think you're scared of cats, my special little person who knows who I'm talking about? And what are you scared of now that you never used to be scared of? And what do you think we can do to help you feel better about it? You don't have to do it all at once. You can do it a step at a time. Thank you, Humpty, for showing us how to deal with our fears. That's good for me and you. So I can't wait to see you again next time at Storytime with Auntie Vina. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget you can find out more details about this book in the description box below. Please subscribe and share if you like the story. And good luck with all the new things you're about to start trying. Bye for now, and see you again soon on Storytime with Auntie Vina. Take care.